Well, hello. Yeah, my name is Pauliano. I'm the principal dentist at Tangmere Dental Care near Chichester. I don't usually do these videos. In fact, this is my first, so I apologise if it's a little bit sort of rough around the edges. And also my attire, I'm at home, so I'm just going to be looking at some equipment here, and I'm going to be doing a few comparative tests in later videos, all being well. Now, all the comments I'm going to make in this are my own personal views based on what I see and obviously my own opinions. So, you know, I don't want anybody to take this as validation of either employing or discontinuing any use of personal safety equipment, but hopefully it'll just help a few people make an informed decision. Right. Everybody at the moment is rightly focused on safety for patients, but also ourselves and the staff. There's been a lot of fear, a lot of speculation about what's going to be safe procedures in dentistry, because we're very high risk. We're working literally inches from the mouth, splashing around in saliva, and of course, you know, that's, you know, the moisture in the breath is taken as being a sort of a high risk of actually spreading COVID-19. So anyway, I've had PPE on in the last week, and I can tell you something, it is quite uncomfortable. It's very hot, and as a dentist you actually want to be comfortable because we're working to very fine tolerances, you know, highly skilled work, and really you know, as patients, people want to know that you're actually on top form. And so I've decided to sort of put a few things together to compare the mitigating sort of effects of various bits of equipment that we can actually get these days. Anyway, obviously what we're wanting to do is to improve standards and not reduce them. The first thing that I'm going to look at is the VacStation. This is supplied via UK Dentistry. It's a Chinese product. It's you know, basically a suction system that removes any aerosol or splatter at the point of production, and it's just a case of how effective that's going to be. So I'm hoping to make some measurements later on, but for now I'm just going to be doing an unboxing, and I'm just going to make a few basic comments on the stuff that I actually see. Now I've actually got this after 6 weeks of waiting from China, and so I'm quite excited to see what actually it gives. So here we go, let's have a little look. Got the box, and let's just open it up. Now, I did learn, I've done a lot of research, as I said, in relation to safety, you know, PPE, trying to actually source this stuff, which has been incredibly difficult. Lots of stuff has been on order for absolutely ages, weeks and weeks. There was something I did learn. There's a hierarchy of control. I'll put that in the video if I can. But it demonstrates that local evacuation, you know, control at the point of production is the most effective thing to prevent contamination. And of course, we're talking about tiny droplets of aerosol in the air. You don't want that to get into the surgery. If you can stop it at the point of production in front of the mouth, it makes the most sense. And this is one of the things that I was hoping would be able to help with that. Okay. Oh, and it was interesting that, you know, suction, get rid of it at the point of production, is actually the most effective, and the least effective is actually PPE. You know, if it's all in the air, then they're talking about fallow times after a patient to let droplets settle on surfaces and then do a deep clean. But if we can mitigate that, that's got to be the way to go. It's just a case of validating it and proving it. So the first thing then is the VacStation. So what have we got? Got some instructions. Obviously have a little look at those later in a bit. Not too sure what this is. Smoke absorbs control. Okay, well, I'm obviously going to have to do a little bit of reading up of the manual. I'm the sort of guy that likes to get it out and play with it straight away. We've got some sort of a filter here, cotton filter. Power lead. Right, okay. Well, that's obviously a Chinese power lead. Might have helped if we'd have had an adapter or obviously a UK plug. I suppose that's sort of straight from China, but you know, hey ho. Take out a bit of polystyrene or foam, and then we've got the main unit on the inside here. Let's see if we can get this out. Right, okay, there we go. Coming on out. Hefty, but not too hefty. On wheels. Let's get the box out of the way. Actually, there is another box in there. Let's grab that quickly. And all that's left in there is a little bit of the packaging. Ooh, don't want that to fall out. Let's pop that over there. And take this away. So here it is, guys. The VacStation. And on this side, just a couple of buttons down there. Over here we've got this, looks like a network port that I'm presuming is what that box plugs into. Saying that, there's no interconnect leads that I can see. Oh, there might be one there. The power sockets, the normal type of power socket, on-off switch. Not a lot else. There was a warning on the top of the box that said make sure that we take the coverings off the filters. Operation of the unit without those covers removed could result in damage. So unclip there, clips on the other side. There we go. And then that just lifts straight off. And we've got this sort of rubber seal here. Seals the lid, I presume. On the inside we've got this foam filter. I'm wondering if the other foam filter, yeah, this one possibly replaces that. Oh no, there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there, so 6 of these little sort of cotton filters at the top. Let's lift this out. So how does that come out? That doesn't come there. So the rubber seal, does that come out first? Hang on, we've got some little paper tabs to the side here. Quite a snug fit. In fact, I'm going to have to take that seal off. Okay, it's cardboard on the inside here, guys, around the edges. I'm not sure how that's going to react to moisture. Obviously, you know, if you've got saliva in there, and it's got ledges and edges, okay, which is snagging on the side. There we go, that's coming up. Okay, HEPA filter. Right, there's no rubber seals around the outside, obviously HEPA filter in the middle, but these cardboard surrounds and the lack of seal here concern me, because if air is going to be sucked in here, what's to just stop it bypassing the sides? Don't think there is anything, but you know, hey ho, I might be wrong. Let's have a little look. I'll pop that to the side. I'll just keep things in the order in which they went in. So we've got the filter there. Inside that, another cardboard box. Rattles a bit, so I'm presuming it's got carbon filter on the inside. Ah, right, okay, and here's, I'm presuming what they're referring to in terms of what needs to be removed. There's a bit of tape there. Yeah, okay, so there's a seal here, and you take that away. There is a little bit of foam around the bottom, which on the inside of the unit there, I'll put the camera up so you can hopefully see that. On the inside here we've got where the motor enters, then we've got this sort of a neoprene seal here, but then this compound filter, which is here, so that's that. Okay, and that slots back in like that, and of course the air's going to come in there. Then we've got the other box. Let's bring that back, so this one from over here, slot that back in there, press that down, and then this on top of this sort of cotton or whatever. I mean, I'm presuming that what's going to happen is the air is going to be drawn onto that, and then all of the actual saliva particles and containing the coronavirus and other viruses as well, because obviously we've got to be looking to the future here, guys. I mean, obviously I don't want to be working and catching even a cold or flu, so if this can suck that away, but that's going to be collected there. That's going to be contaminated then, depending on the longevity of the bug itself, and the UV unit at the bottom is in the bottom here. This is where the stuff's going to get caught. So I don't really know why the UV is down here, but you know, it would make sense really to kill the bugs up here, not down there. But anyway, hey ho, this is what we've got. Yeah, I think that goes over the edge, so there's actually a double-edged rim there that goes around the cardboard bit. and then that's going to seal. So it is going to keep what's going in here from going down the sides, I think. But of course it depends on how soggy this gets. If this gets moist or wet, then I presume then the airflow is going to go down through the filters, because this seal here presumably actually seals on the bottom of this to stop the airflow going elsewhere. There we go. Didn't feel like that sealed. Difficult to tell. No real feel of compression against that seal, but one hopes they're doing. They put it there, so hopefully it works. No way of really telling, actually. Clip that back on. Right, so in the other box we have the hose, and we have the bowl. Okay. Right, excuse things flying all over the place. Got two shapes of bowl here. This is sort of a springy plastic, which I'm presuming just slots onto the end of that. Protective film on the inside of the bowl. Let's take that away and grab this now. Set that aside. Okay, so which end goes where? Let's have a little go. Obviously, you should be reading the instructions, so that just goes on there like that. We've got a bit of a snake going on here, guys. It's fairly rigid. There is a little warning that says if you stick it out sort of lengthways like that, that is unstable. Yeah, and you can sort of see that just drops down. So you need to have this come up and then across for it to hold some stability. I suppose you can cantilever it across like that. Depends on your circumstances. I mean, it's a case of fitting this in beside the dental chair so it doesn't get in the way of anybody, and that's something for another time. And then this slots on here, does it? Unless I've got it the wrong way around, of course. I imagine. Yeah, okay. That goes through there, like so, and that clips on. Yeah, okay, right. I think we get the idea here, guys, but I'm not 100% sure how that fits into there. I'll not take too much time at this stage, but we've got the idea. We've got this round one and we've got this sort of rectangular shaped one. And really then it's a case of how powerful is the motor. Is it actually going to catch the aerosol from exhaled air, or obviously if you're using scalers which generate a spray, which presumably can bounce back with saliva, you know, is it going to catch that? Another few things that I'm going to have to research, obviously, is the fact is cardboard okay for filters? The UVC, is that safe? And obviously the specs of the motor. These are all things that have been brought up to me that you know, is that motor rated for constant use? Is it going to stand up to the job of many hours worth of running, and then obviously not dying, one would hope. So yeah, okay. All of those things for another video. I'll be testing various methods of how effective this is in sort of as close to real world circumstances as we can in the surgery. So anyway, till the next one, thank you very much indeed for watching, and yeah, I mean, you know, maybe I might get a little bit better at these at some stage. It's not my usual thing, so apologies if it wasn't you know, that great. But there's the VacStation from UK Dentistry Limited, so thank you very much, guys.